Hey guys, I bet you can't guess what we're going to be tearing apart today. This is my mom's Ryobi table saw that she used a lot longer than what she should have. The motor is pretty much gone out of it. I haven't tried it personally, but she said, "Son, do you think we can fix it?" And I said, "Mom, you're due for an upgrade. It's time to let it go." The table is warped. She's been in the fence a few times. It's been rained on. I don't think this thing has ever had any kind of wax or oil or preservative put on it. The blade wants to go down, but it sure doesn't want to go up. And I know for a fact that ain't square. Before we get too happy here, since like I said, I haven't personally plugged this thing up to try it, I kind of want to see what it does. See if maybe we can't get one more cut out of the old girl. Let's see if I got enough slop here. Maybe. There we go. Let's just see what it does. Nothing. There's nobody home. I don't hear a single thing. Now, she said that it started smoking last time she used it. Interesting. Well, that's okay. She said it was spitting sparks and smoking, and well, it just wasn't working out. So let's just jump right in here. It's real clean. Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't think she ever has had it up this high. That is ridiculously tough to move up. It lived outside pretty much its whole life, so. All right. Unfortunately, this is a brand new blade, but ooh, let's just listen real quick. Let's just listen now. If I were a braver man, I would actually plug this up, turn it on, and try and spin it, because I bet it would go. It could be the start-stop capacitor, but whatever bearings are in here, they're cooked. I mean cooked. But this is a brand new 10-inch blade, so we definitely want to save that. Of course, I don't have the tools that came with the saw to get the blade off. And of course, my table saw, it takes an 8 1/4 blade. So I don't know what we'll do with this one. Maybe this will fit. I could never be so lucky. All right. Well, I tell you what, we're gonna take the table off anyways. I'm gonna put these back and let's just see if we can get the table off and just get an impact in there, because you need something to retain the blade on this side and then something to spin it on this side. So usually the configuration is, you know, that number. That's gonna be kind of hard to do if you ain't got the right tools. So let's just see about getting this table off. I can look at these and tell these are pH number 3s, and I've got a pH number 2. I'm too lazy to go find my number 3, but it'll work anyways. I wonder if there's something in there that's retaining it. God, no one's done that in 10 years. Okay, so we need an Allen key. Probably metric. Probably. I got standards. Oh, there's my metrics over there. What size would you happen to be, little fella? You, in case you're following along at home, hopefully not, it's a 4 millimeter. Yeah, that's tight. Wonder if there's something on the bottom. Oh, that's a mile-long thread. Holy crap. And these also have, oh, you kidding me? Well, that's delightful. All right, let's put it on its back. Okay. Isn't this thing great? This thing is awful. All right, let me get some things rigged up here, and we'll see what we can do. All right, we're back with some tools and the vacuum. Just looking at this thing is making me sneeze. So we're just gonna get in here and just suck all this crap out right from the jump. You know, that's better than it was. So it looks like after flipping it over, there's like stuff on here. Is that a ground? Okay, so we've got ground wires right here. Can I just pull those up? Might cut those, I don't know yet. But it looks like you actually take the table off from down here. What are you? You 10s? You 10 millimeters? You are today. You saw my DeWalt video. Here's the replacement. I'm liking it so far. I'm doing a follow-up video. It'll release after a while. You have self-tappers? Oh, that's... No? Okay. If these things were held in with self-tapping screws, that would have been funny. I'm not a big Ryobi guy. Alright, it's table free. Minus the stuff up front that's holding it on. Okay, that looks like it's some more Allen keys. Looks like maybe they just slide off or something. Is that left-hand thread? Oh, that's cute. Okay, so you got to pull this one off before you can pull the other one off. How wonderful. Oh, that's That's not an Allen. That's just a guy. Roll pin? Why would you use a roll pin for that? Well, that's gonna make this infinitely more not fun. All right, let's focus on our wires here. God, I can't see a thing. Brace for impact. All right, Phillips head screws down there. Well, ain't that just the best thing ever? Don't laugh at my setup here. Again, I'm too lazy to go get all my bits, so we'll just deal with it. All right, there's our grounds. Okay, all right, so I guess it's just like everything right here that's holding it in. What am I breaking? Man, so, okay. So, everything here, just like kind of, if these two knobs weren't on here, this thing would just pull right out. All right, let's go on and also get this wire while I keep thinking about this. Okay. Oh, and that's also going to give me a fit. How do you get this out of here? You just unscrew it. Yeah, just like that. Cute little J box. It's the cleanest part of the whole thing. Okay. And we gotta figure out how to get these off. That roll pin thing is really getting my goat. I can't get the gray one off till I get this one out. If that is in fact a roll pin, like that's just all sorts of pleasure right there. All right, we're back with some goodies. I don't know if you can see, in fact I know you can't see. We're just gonna, the name of the game with this one is just get it done. I'm tired of looking at it, it's taking up room. All right, well, there's a hole right there. I've got a punch. It is in fact a roll pin. That's insane. And I guess not really, but like, it's probably cheaper to manufacture thinking about it than. It really wasn't that big of a deal, but I don't like roll pins, man. But I guess if you were gonna do the Allen key retainer thing, then you'd need a flat spot ground down on the shaft and then threading. Maybe this is the best way. Maybe I'm just complaining. There's our roll pin. Got it. All right, now this guy can come off. That's spring loaded, that's crazy. All right, 10. can. Okay. So the whole thing, if I'm thinking about this right, oh, we got one more, because of course we do. Dropping stuff. Our precise arrow. Okay, so this needs to come off from behind. Oh, that's so crappy, man. Okay, it's got a little lock on it. Okay, let me go get a small wrench. All right, so that's like a 6.5 millimeter wrench. I ain't got one. I tried a standard. I ain't got one that will fit that. So it's time for the persuader. More than 4 ways to skin a bird. Boom. Get out of there. Okay. Now then, we're left with our goodness. Let's get this blade off of here. What is it, an 18? Probably bigger. Now let me go get a size for the blade. We found it. Blade will take a 24 millimeter. I'm starting to think this whole thing might be standard sizes, like SAE. It's weird though. I know it wasn't designed that way. At least I don't think it was. It's a TTI product, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Give me that. All right. How to change your blade on a Ryobi table saw. Take the whole thing apart. All right. What are we dealing with now? What the hell? Oh, that's so it can pivot. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna keep using the same screw bucket for everything on these teardowns, I guess. This is kind of cool though. I want to tell this story. So the dryer teardown, somebody on a YouTube comment reached out and said, hey, I can use that. So I sent him my email, and he's starting up a dryer repair business, if I understand him correctly. And I just gave him everything that I had in here for the dryer, and I just shipped that out today. That's huge. So if you guys can use any of this stuff, let me know. I didn't charge the guy anything, he just paid for shipping. And I'll do the same thing for this one, if you want some of this crap. Otherwise, I'll let it sit for a couple weeks and scrap it or toss it or whatever. You can't have the blade though. I'm keeping the 80 tooth blade. That's kind of nice. Okay. Now how does this stuff want to come out of here? This is what we were working on a minute ago with our mile-long threads. So this is absolutely delicious looking. Let's just get back in here. We're gonna need a screwdriver. All right, so we got a screwdriver right here. That's the wrong size. We'll shimmy this bad boy over, and all right, that one's done and dusted. Give me that. Got our Ryobi on the other side, on the other. Filippo. And give me that. I wonder, will this thing, nope, it won't. So I've got to get, okay, those out of here. What in the world? Is that how you adjust the stop on the, stuff is in my way. I wonder if that right there is how you adjust the stop. It is. So that's what those two bolts are right there. Those adjust the stops, and I guess those are like rib nuts. Yeah, that's kind of, it's an interesting design actually, and I'm not saying that sarcastically. It's kind of neat. Now how do I get these out of here? Just like that, I just cheese it. Oh yeah, hot garbage. Some nice bolts though. All right, there we go. There's the table. Let's see how warped this is, man, after I get these out of here. All right. Don't you dare threaten me with a good time. You know, actually, maybe it wasn't warped. Man, that's not half bad. Somebody can still use that. That's cool. That makes me feel better, actually. Yeah, that's not, that can be saved. We're not going to scrap that. That's not bad at all. I was thinking, I guess the way she had it set up, like it just looked like it was just totally cooked. Only thing that kind of sucks is this right here, but a lot of times, like, you don't even need the measurements right here half the time. Whatever. If you want that, let me know. Be happy to give it to you. Okay. Let's check this guy out right here. Wow. Wow. Okay. This motor, I almost like want to plug the start and stop switch back up and just like see what it does. Give me a second to figure out how all this was laid out and positioned. And we're gonna hook this thing back up and see if we can make it spin. That just, it's dangerous, but it sounds like fun. All right, we got this thing haphazardly plugged back in here. Man, this is sketchy. I'm just gonna, oh yeah. It just needed to be spun some, and it really smells like smoke. Can we, it felt pretty balanced, so like it felt stable. Let's just, wow. We're gonna flip it around here. It looked like lightning was shooting out of the back of this thing. So I'm gonna close my eyes because it looked like it was the same like frequency of like welding wire. I'm gonna put my hand back here so I can't get caught. But yeah, let's just see what this thing looks like here. Oh, did I kill it? Here, let's give it a few spins. That's, before I started filming, I didn't try and start it. I just moved this by hand. I think that might be the trick. I think the brushes on this bad boy are going out too. Let's see here. Nope. We haven't killed the breaker. We're still plugged up. God, this is stupid. I want you to see the lightning. There goes old boy in a Mustang. It's a cool one though. It's a Fox Buddy. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh, it tried. It tried. That's all we're gonna get. She's done for. Okay, well, I agree with that assessment that the motor is bad. Whap whap. Wonder if we can take it apart just for fun. You know, it looks like a pain in the butt. It's okay. My interest has been piqued. Do those have? No, they don't. Lord, what a complicated arrangement this is. Can I, like, if it's a death sentence, like if you have to replace the motor on this thing, like nobody in their right mind is going to do this job for like more than the value of the saw itself. So I'm justified in like telling my mom, like, no, I'm not gonna fix this. Like, you need to find another table saw. It's not that complicated, but at the same time, like, I'm like taking the whole freaking thing apart now. They don't make it like, it's assembled fine, but it's not serviceable by any stretch. Get a flathead and see if we can like pry that thing off. I think the magnets in the motor probably what's keeping us here from just sliding this whole thing out. Maybe that, or like this guy right here. There's a spot where you can put a 3-jaw on there. Man, this is so freaking extra. Let me go get the 3-jaw. We're getting this motor apart. I want to look inside of it. Alright, so I spent like 20 minutes messing with the 3-jaw and decided that's not the move. You can see it hanging out right there. It doesn't want to center up right there. And if I put some tension on this, it looks like this whole assembly will fit right over. Let's just keep taking stuff apart. I figured that would be the path of least resistance, but I don't think it is. Oh, are those Allens? Came back double prematurely. All right, 4mm will make it happen. Give it back. Okay. Seriously. Well, why would that be the same size? You know, why would it? Okay. Sweet. Oh, cool. So there's the gear mech right there. So yeah, I guess it's a good thing I didn't like try and 3-jaw that out of there. What a cute little guy. All right. That's an 8. Man, we're just gonna keep running it down. Really? Okay. This guy right here ought to jump right off. I also see now there's like pry points. I just want to see inside of this motor. Good Lord. Okay. Man, that bracket right there is just kind of along for the ride at this point. Whatever's going to happen has already happened with it. But I sure can't turn it because of all that. But man, I just don't want to get a wrench in here and like hand turn every single one of those. That's what has to happen though. All right, there's one. Wow, that's mighty convenient. Very nice. Okay. Good Lord. You know what? Got it. Now then. Oh, get on there. Ta-da! Okay. We're so close to the motor. Oh, you know what? Am I stupid? Are you supposed to take it apart from back here? Oh, we're this far removed. Alright, so let's just give this a shot here. Might just be like where the capacitor lives or something. Not quite. Wow, that bearing right there is surely whooped. Let me grab some snips. Alright. More excited about that than anything. Cool. So, there should be like nothing holding this guy together other than maybe this ground screw. Dude, was it the ground screw? No way. There's like no more fasteners on this little motor. Also, like, it is very obviously not serviceable. Like, this is terrible. Man, this is just awful. There we go. Noisy bearing. Man, that's tight. Probably 3-jaw that bearing out. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't think it is. Let's just look in here. There's a lot of play in there. Well, I think she's destined for the scrapyard. It's kind of a neat design, though. I guess that's a planetary gear. Old girl had some issues, though. Well, I've sure got a mess to clean up now. That's okay. All right, so I guess the short and sweet of it is, all I can see that's salvageable are this base and maybe the top itself. They're not very serviceable, but you can replace the top and the base without disturbing the motor. The second you disturb the motor, it starts going downhill real quick. So if you guys want any of this stuff, leave a comment and I'll get it over to you one way or another. I can ship stuff, you know, but this is what we are left with here, our Carnage. Not a lot going on and not a lot worth salvaging here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.